participate in the demonstrations. While the initial intention of the organizers of the protests was genuine and intended to be peaceful demonstrations, the situation turned violent on the streets, leading to the breach of parliament buildings, the Supreme Court, and the State Hall, amongst others. Also, many private businesses, mainly within Nairobi CBD and other most hotspot areas, were broken into and property destroyed and looted. To restore public order and security, the National Police Service officers responded swiftly to disperse the road crowds. However, during the police operations, 42 fatal injuries to civilians, 347 injuries to civilians, and 485 injuries to police officers were reported. While 1,552 protesters were arrested and others who were captured by cameras committing offenses were also pursued and brought before justice. This led to public outcry and propaganda that police were engaged in abductions and kidnapping, but the police were just performing their duties of investigating crimes committed in the name of demonstrations by tracing those captured by CCTV committing those crimes. Chair, as you all know, there were those who were captured by the various CCTV cameras around Nairobi and other major towns. But we could not afford to arrest them at that time. But we had the information, we had everything, all the necessary details, and they were pursued later and they were brought before the court of law. After preliminary police investigations into the reports, it was found that some of the cases were genuine, while others were unverified, since majority of the youth had gone into hiding to evade police crackdown. Equally, some reported cases of abduction and kidnappings were lawfully in police custody, while other reports were based on unconfirmed informations on the unknown whereabouts of their kins by family members. Notably, arrests of public figures like Morara, Kepaso, Jimmy Wajigi, Macharia Gaido, among others, by the National Police officers was sensationalized and reported as abduction and kidnappings, whereas that was not the position. They were lawfully arrested by police. Nonetheless, a majority of the youth were released by the courts, while the cases of others are still pending before court. The total number of individuals reported missing due to kidnapping and abductions since June 2024. And previously I made it clear that police don't abduct, police don't kidnap. Police only arrests and we detain in the lawful facilities, that is within police stations. And after that, investigations are commenced immediately. Those who are found that they meet the threshold of being taken to the courts, they are taken to the courts. Those who does not meet, they are freed immediately. So that is the procedure. So the issue of kidnapping and abduction is not there in the police. So normal police, the National Police Service has since recorded a total of 57 cases of kidnappings and abductions that were reported countrywide from June 2024 to date, as shown in the table below. Number one, we have got all the 57 cases are detailed there. And we can start from number one. There is a case from Moyale. The name of the missing person is given there. There are two in number. We have got one Lee and another one. Circumstances of the case are also provided there. All the details are there. And the status of the case, this case is pending under investigation. So those are the two Chinese who are abducted actually in Moyale, and their whereabouts still remains unknown. So the case is pending under investigation. In Isiolo, we have got 3 cases reported. The names of the suspects who did the kidnapping, not yet known. The circumstances of the case, again, is also provided. We have gone ahead and habeas corpus. A case was filed in Isiolo High Court, and it is still continuing to date. In Taita Taveta, again, we have a report of a missing person. The names of the suspects who are suspected to have committed that crime remains unknown. However, on our side, on the police side, the case is still under investigation. It remains under active investigation. Honorable Chair, honorable members, you look at serial number 4. The station that where the report was made was Makupa in Mombasa. The name of the missing person again is given as Victoria Mupua Muroki. The name of the suspect is one Edwin Ngetich Kipkeboy. The circumstances are also provided there that she was hired as a taxi driver from Mombasa to Saburu, and later her dead body was found at the city mortuary. The case was taken over by the Director of Homicides. It is still pending under investigation, and we have arrested several people on that matter. We can go on up to the last case through the provided details. There is also a case of interest that I would like to mention. That one of Wajir, where one Isa Omari Bure was also reported missing. The victim was reported to have been abducted by unknown persons on 22nd August 2024 at around 04:00 hours using a vehicle with unknown numbers. Again, this case is still pending under investigation. We have not arrested anyone, and we have not gotten much of the information about the whereabouts of this person. We have others reported from Madeira. The status is as indicated there. Again, this one, they are also pending an investigation. In Garissa Police Station, have a report of one idol Farah. This one was reported that the victim was abducted alongside his brother Mohammed on board a motor vehicle, registration number provided there. Again, this case is still pending under investigation. There is also another case that I wanted to highlight to the honorable members and chair of this committee. If you can look back at serial number 29, where we have Amina, we have another person by the name Dahambo, and then we have Musaiba Abdi. In respect to that case, 2 people have already been arrested. They are with us. The details are provided there, whereby the 3 left is 3, section 3, for Jam Street to seek medical treatment, and were reported missing.
Where is that?
That is serial number 29.
59.
Yes, that is serial number 29. It's a case of interest because it's about the 3 ladies who were kidnapped here in Sri. And I thought that I can highlight on it. So the 3 left Sri. Then later on, their bodies were discovered, having been killed and dumped in different locations within Nairobi. We have carried out detailed investigations, and we have already arrested one person who has actually been placed at the center of that heinous crime. We have already taken him to court. We have been given 14 days so that we can be able to continue the investigations. But what I'm trying to say is that all these cases, we are on top of them. And at the end of the day, whoever has committed any of these crimes must and will have to be brought, we will have to bring him to book. That is our mission, and we are not going to relax on that one. We are going to remain very, very active on all the cases of that nature, especially those related to what is happening, especially now. Then there is also another case of interest that I would also like to highlight to this honorable committee. That is serial number 25. Again, this report was made at the Dasville police station in September, whereby one Yusuf Hussein Ahmed, MCA Dera Ward, and also the minority whip, Wajir County Dera Ward. Again, this report was made at the Dasville police station in September, whereby one Yusuf Hussein Ahmed, MCA Dera Ward, and also the minority whip, Wajir County Assembly, went missing. So far, after the report was made to the police, we have been carrying out our investigations, and this case remains active to date. We have not yet gotten additional information on the whereabouts of this honorable member of Wajir County. We are still appealing to the members of the public, any person who could be having any kind of information that can assist us, to come forward and assist us with that information. So, Honorable Chair, Honorable Members, so all the cases are there, and in summary of the cases, the victims, after the report was made, we have already found 22 of them. They have been found alive. 29 are still missing to date. Victims found dead, there are 6, making a total of 57 of all those who have been reported missing. Then I would also like to mention that active ongoing investigations into the death and injuries to the abducted individuals, where police have made a breakthrough in the investigations. The following are the ongoing investigations related to the abduction, kidnappings, where arrests have actually been made. Number 1, abduction and the sodomizing of one Bruce Kajira. This one, Honorable Chair, Honorable Members, I would like to invite the Deputy DCI to give highlights on the same. If allowed.
Thank you, Chair. Before I go to that, the DIG has said I've got something to add on Moyale, number 1. Moyale case, I'm very proud to be here today, and I can tell you that I was the OCS Moyale Police Station in the year 2002. And the school that we are talking about, where this disappearance happened, was a very good school then, apart from Moyale boys. These Koreans used to be our friends, and they used to provide affordable school fees for the locals. Again, when it happened, we took our elite team, the anti-terror, because we somehow associated the incident with the terrorism. In fact, it is yesterday when I'm removing the first team and taking another team, trying to unearth the crime. So again, that's how serious we are with this matter. So again, I would go to number 22, which I think to us who sit here is the only kidnap that we could report, because there was ransom that was demanded, and it was involving a police officer. This police officer was arrested, and the case is pending before court. In the case of Mbasa, if I'm going back to where my boss stopped, the case where this person was.
You can expound more on the issue of the police officer, actually the 22. You can just expound more what really happened.
Yes. They abducted this person and put in a locked house in Kasarani, and they demanded ransom, $150.
Yes.
Yes. We took up the matter, we did not know whether they were police officers. But we are dealing with a case reported to us. So we did our analysis because they were using the victim's phone to demand for the ransoms. Officers worked on it seriously, the forensic departments, and luckily enough, we got in where this person was locked. And again, right there, we arrested one person. Two people. One of them appeared to be a police officer. So we are not leaving any stone unturned. Whether you are a police officer and you have committed a crime, we shall deal with you. You are a criminal.
Maybe, Chair, I would like to add...
Since the police officer been dismissed.
Yes.
And of course prosecuted.
Yes.
Yes.
So maybe what I wanted to clarify is that, number one, there's no person who is above the law. Whether you are a police officer or not, if anyone commits a crime, he or she will be subjected to the law. Will be subjected to the law. That's the reason why, even when the investigators were investigated, they did not know in the first place that it was a police officer. There were police officers who were involved in that particular issue. Later on, it was realized that they are police officers. But what we want to state is that, regardless of the status, every person who commits a crime will have his own time and day before a court of law. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, sir. Going back to where IG left for me,